Welcome, I'll be reacting to Black Sails, Season 4, Episode 6. This is not a market substitute, support the original. About time.
When your people took this place, it was they who suffered the consequences. Reprisals. If you had suffered such loss, is there anything you can imagine making it right?
No.
No. I can't. I need to know you can broker a peace with them too.
Ew, that's a lot to ask.
And the other condition?
That he's alive at the end of whatever happens.
Oh. I see. That's how they're going to explain the Billy thing.
You were my sister.
Yeah.
I revered you. When you were told that my mother and I were dead, I have to believe that it affected you. It would have been so easy to lessen your suffering by divulging the secret. And yet he never did. My father didn't mistrust Flint.
He mistrusted you.
My father mistrusted all of you.
Well, this could go very wrong very fast.
It seems the only means I have of registering any meaningful disapproval of this deal at this point is to kill one or the both of you.
Yeah, she knows Rackham. And he knows it. At least she'll get safely back to the fort, hopefully.
Grab the ledgers and whatever coin is on hand.
Where are we going?
Anywhere but here.
The lead ship that approaches.
The
She's
governor's
posted
flag.
a signal to us. It was Governor Rogers' signal, ordering us to stand down.
She is out there. Someone must retrieve her before those troops arrive.
Before we could retrieve her and return, that invasion would be fully unleashed. It would be suicide for anyone to attempt it.
Max! Max, no! Stay in the fort! Ugh. I'm so worried about her. Max! Get back to the fort! Oh my.
The one thing he's never done is force me to choose between him and you. You are my friend.
I don't think he feels like it right now.
I came to find Eleanor. There will be no resistance to the landing
Since Woods Rogers was the one who invited them in.
Change of plan, back to the ship. Spanish invasion, welcome to stay if you like.
Welcome to stay if you like.
You coming?
Yes.
I won't ask again.
Go, Max. There's no way you're getting back. Go with them. Alright, at least she's temporarily sort of safe. Oh no. Do they have orders not to shoot on redcoats?
We need to get to cover. Quickly.
Where?
I like how Flint is a prisoner, but he's really in charge.
If a man can be replaced so easily, how can I know that his promises won't be true?
That's a good point.
So what do we do?
Yeah, you needed a common cause. Here it is. And start building entrenchments. Don't stand around. You have like half an hour. Where's my wife?
You let her leave.
Ooh.
They've been let loose.
Yeah.
I opened the gates for you.
Handed you this victory.
There's no altering it now.
He's right. At a certain point, discipline kind of goes.
We wait here for whomever, if anyone, survives the day.
Jack is just really kind-hearted when it comes down to it.
too precious for this world.
And I do not wish to lie to you ever again.
Get the fuck out.
He found someone willing to aid him.
That's not what happened.
I knew Flint would figure it out.
The harbor is still obstructed. How else would they manage to enter it so cleanly unless he was in league with them?
That is not what happened.
I got a new saber at the Scottish Games, and I named it Captain Flint. This is why.
Walking away from Nassau, from England, from civilization. One can be happy that way, can't they? A life of isolation and uncertainty, as long as it is lived with someone you love. It is.
That's really the theme of the show, isn't it? Interesting that they're bringing this up between the two of them. Even this early in the season, they're leading us towards the inevitable conclusion. No. They're fairly fortified here. Hopefully the stockade will hold. Luck plus teamwork. This is a lot like Treasure Island, actually. You know the scene in the fort? Except there are more people.
How many men watching the south end of the game here?
I think 4.
That's not enough. That sounds like cavalry. Yeah. Do you have pikes? Oh. Nicely done, Silver. Oof. Cavalry is just the best. Except when they're on the wrong side. I can't believe there's rum left after all those pirates were here. You could pull a Xena trick. Drink the rum and then go in the fire. Maddie. Ooh, close. Just made him angrier. Come on, Eleanor. Ow. Oh. 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 At least she had a corset on. That must have been a really sharp blade. Well, I guess she'd have stays on. That's right, 18th century. They didn't have all the nice whale boning. I think I'll stick to my 19th century corsets. They're safer. There you go. You two need to get out of there, though. There's a lot of smoke. Maddie! Maddie? Oh, this is so Treasure Island right now. In the book, they also had the murder holes and then people reloading guns and just handing them over. So you'd have the people just taking them, and then the people in the center just doing nothing but reloading. And they've got that going right here. Straight out of the book, although a different setting. Oh, thank goodness. Fogondor! Oh, sorry. Wrong show. But that was only a tiny portion of the Spanish invasion army. Yeah, she's gone.
Is he with them, my husband?
No, he isn't.
Oh, that was nice of Flint. I mean, I knew she was a non-canonical character, so we might lose her. I didn't think we'd lose Maddie. I just assumed she would be Silver's wife, because they love each other so much. No. I refuse to believe it until it's absolutely confirmed. I still think they'll get their happily ever after somehow. I need it to happen.
Where's Marty?
No. No. No.
We can't. Can't. We just drove them off once.
Yeah, there's like 900 more. But once the governor finds out about what happened to Eleanor, they're going to unleash something that I'm not sure even the Spanish will know what to do with. If they could get Rogers on their side.
How could we all have sacrificed so much and none of us has anything to show for it?
Well, that's life, Max. Welcome to it. Yeah, and it's your fault. If you had just followed her plan, you'd be happily in a ship and rich right now.
And your plan now is to follow that man into more of the same? To me, none of you have any idea how to defeat Woods Rogers.
And you do!
You're goddamn right I do.
Yes, she does.
Eleanor is dead. When Flint heads south, we head north.
Oh my.
Eleanor Guthrie's grandfather.
Max! What a play. I love this idea. Oh. You can't fight it from the outside, so fight it via the inside. I still am in denial. I don't think she is. I think somehow she got out. I cannot deal with her losing her. I can't. She's my favorite character. I'm just gonna pretend it didn't happen. I love Maddie so much. She was unconscious, but Eleanor was very, very injured. I've had to drag people who were knocked out, and they're very heavy. My guess is Eleanor tried and she just couldn't handle it and barely managed to crawl out herself. But hopefully Maddie woke up and crawled out another way.
That I did everything I could to keep her safe.
It wasn't your fault.
Oh. Is he gonna blame himself? I feel like he is. He's that kind of a person. I'm assuming this is Skeleton Island, but I'm not honestly sure. They've never confirmed it. Coming back without Maddie. Her poor mother. I still think she's okay. I hope.
Maroons from camps like this one. Pirates from as far away as Massachusetts. They heard that Nassau had fallen, and they came to join us.
Oh, wow.
The revolution you promised.
But at what cost? That performance at the end by Long John Silver was breathtaking. He looked completely wrecked. Unlike me, who was clinging to the hope that Maddie is still alive. But you're also looking at the person who believes 006 Alec Trevelyan from GoldenEye is still alive. We saw it falling. We saw him going, but we never saw it actually happen. Maybe he got away. But until I see absolute proof, I'm going to just cling to the hope that Maddie is still alive. Until we get to the end of this season and she is still gone, then I will deal with it. She is my absolute favorite character. I love just how poised and intelligent and beautiful she is. One person we know that we did lose was Eleanor. I kind of suspected she was on the list as potentially not surviving this series because even though she's a main character, I don't remember her from history and I don't remember her from Treasure Island, so she and Max are kind of wild cards. The good thing about this is right now, Woods Rogers is going to completely lose it at the Spanish. He unleashed them on the island. He told them to burn everything to the ground. He didn't even think about the fact Eleanor might not be in the fort. I mean, has he met her? She never stays in the same place. She's always running off and doing her own thing, and he should have known that. Flint is going to get everyone back together, and he's going to get his force arriving. Meanwhile, Max, I think, is doing the smartest thing anyone could do right now, and that is to go to Eleanor's family and tell them kind of what happened. And hopefully they have at least a tiny bit of family decency and will want to come back and get a little bit of retribution in. And they have the money and the means to do that. You know, now that I think about it, we might mostly get maneuvering next episode. It might be a couple before we get the next battle scene. I think the next one is going to be a politics episode. What a death scene for Eleanor, though. She really went out fighting. That was amazing. And so in character for her. I know there's a lot of mixed feelings about Eleanor from the fans personally. Even though she's not in my top characters, I really appreciate her. And I thought she did a great job in this fight scene with what she had. Hats off to you, Eleanor. You were a great character. And will be missed, at least by me.